won all of the ladies division races thus far, with Elena Kalinina, Alexia Fancelli, and Gina Hewson all trying to keep up. But Daniela's been sailing really strong lately. Assuredly, her training time in San Francisco this summer with Nico Parlier is part of the reason for her success. Take a look at the YouTube site. We had an interview with she and Riccardo Lucchese about their training and about their equipment program on yesterday's YouTube coverage. About 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
as they line up.
2, 1, now.
It's an all clear start, and Daniela Moroz and Nico Parlier both were the winners of that start. Wow. As we were just talking about those two, hands and above the rest of the fleet, they were the ones that were on the line. You know, just set back, but well ahead of the rest of the group. So that training partner situation has paid off. They know how to start, that's for sure. I don't know what kind of starting drills they've been doing, but Parlier's always had good starts. Daniela's always had good starts. And they're better than the rest of the world right now. You better believe it, the world's eyes are watching. Plenty of fans out there from all over, just signing on as they wake up in the morning. Across the east coast of the United States and in Western Europe. Taking a look at what we've got going here. Sign on to that Mixlr audio app and follow us live if you're not able to be here. And check out our recaps on YouTube. Full race updates, full race coverage, highlight reels edited by Tron Media, Sebastian Tron. And shot. We got Sebastian Tron on the boat with us again today. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
Nice to see you, man.
Anyone got Roscoe on the radio?
I just think Roscoe could be reached.
Yeah.
So a little bit softer. I would say the breeze is just down a little bit. And we're done for the day. We can start putting away. Yeah. But I'll keep commentating. We'll do our thing. Anyway, we can pick up anchor. We're hanging out. This 5-leg course is fun. We haven't done a 5-leg course on these tours in a while. I'm not sure about the other tours, but the 5-leg course is fun. I mean, it's a 60% upwind and 40% downwind. So it's for an upwind sailing situation, but we like to have that finish up at the top, right in front of the Cruising Yacht Club. As they approach the top mark, the Cruising Yacht Club's just starting to get their look at this group. And same as before, there they are, Ollie Bridge and Nico Parlier. Looks like Martin Dolenk is in that mix. Can't tell if he is where he is in that group. He just fell back a little bit. So that means he's down. And there goes Bridge inside of what I think is a red kite, which could be Taggart. Red kite around first, orange kite around second. That's going to be a new leader. So they're taking chinks out of the armor of Parlier. Do you think they're going to be able to make him fall? Whew, I don't know. So the red kite, unknown, Rounding in first. Orange kite of Parlier just overtakes the red kite. And Bridge and Lechese and Dolenk follow closely behind him. There's another blue ozone, and then a lime green kite, a red kite, and Florian Triddle. I would say that's probably Gruber, Taggart, and Triddle, unless that's Taggart in first, which it very well could be. You know who also could be? It could be Tony Vodasek. Who's on that red ozone?
Hey there, let me cast. You gonna come?
No, I'm gonna hold on the boat.
So as they approach the bottom mark, we'll get a look at who they are. Who's on the red kite? Dude on the red kite. I think that's Guy Bridge. So Parlier comes around the bottom on the orange kite. He's going to take a left-hand turn. On that fifth leg of the last race, he made big gains taking the left-hand turn and sailing deeper into it than anyone else. Bridge has to soak hard at the bottom, takes a digger at the bottom. The orange kite is Lechese. The blue kite around is Landauer. And sure enough, that red kite was Tony Vodasek. So Tony Vodasek from Slovenia rounded that top mark in first. He's cracking into it. He tacks, he looks confident. Vodasek is turning it on. And Triddle is around. Adrian Geislinger is around. Here comes our man Andy Hansen, right behind Geislinger. And then on the other side is Jean Defalbert. Daniela Moreau right behind Jean. Behind Daniela, that looks like, can't tell who that is. But Alejandro Clement has taken a left-hand turn right here. So it's full game on. Again, the pot's getting mixed up. Parlier might not be unstoppable. We've seen them now beat him at least to the top mark. And what we'd really like to know, let me help you with that, Mel. You all right? When they get to the top mark, and you know, in front of Parlier, you go, hey, they might have it. And then Parlier goes, kid. And just revs it up and just crushes downwind. I wonder if those first beats, you know, Parlier's start was probably the best. Daniela's was the best. Parlier's was actually second best. And you know, with a good start and a decent beat, which you got to expect from Parlier, you either got to ask two questions. What's Tony doing right, and who was it before that beat him to the top mark? Was it Bridge? You know, what's he doing right? What's Parlier missing, you know, on that first beat? So if we're to believe that Parlier's missing something, it's possible. Oh, geez, we got a big crash down at the bottom here between, oh, Jesus, that was a scary one. Now the kite's flying inverted upside down. Sketch. Anyway, you got to believe, like, if there's some chink in his armor, if there's a, you know, dragon's belly out there, these boys want to find it. Oof, that was scary at the leeward mark. So as they approach the top mark, Parlier's around, Bridge is around, Lachese's around, and Vodasek hanging on to that 4th position. So Tony Vodasek turns it on. Blue kite around there is Nico Landauer, then it's Martin Dolink, and then it's Florian Triddle. Wow. So Parlier comes in here, rip shit, and Oliver Bridge right behind him. Ricky sails deeper, goes a little bit further. He's going to come in with juice. Vodasek and Landauer push on each other. They're fighting. They're talking to each other with their kites. They're saying, you, me. Now, oh, me. Landauer goes up, Vodasek goes up. Boom, boom. And they jibe in unison. Beauty. Woo! That's pro kiting. Unbelievable athletic talent these people are displaying. To run around and do these maneuvers in 30, going 30 knots and 20-something knots of breeze on your 5th race of the day, do a jibe in unison, neck and neck like that. That's athleticism. It's good stuff. We enjoy it. Encourage all of you people at home to do your training and get out with us on this Hydrofoil Pro Tour. New stops to be announced very soon. We're about to announce our tour calendar for next year. And we've got some exciting ones for you. Look for some of the regulars and some freshies. Start training now because you know you're going to want to buy a ticket to one of our destinations. If you didn't make it to Mauritius this past year, oh my gosh. Just mark it down. Stay at the Presco Beach Resort. Check out Watersports Point Disney. Head over to Lemoorn, Kite One Eye. You know, things like that. We got things like that planned. So here comes Gruber and who is that next to him? Oh, guys in there. I can't tell. Gruber's pushing on somebody. Full mental. Oh, no, that's Landauer. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Landauer. What keeps happening to him? He keeps falling off his second leg. Yeah, well, I know what happened to him in the last race. In the last race, he thought it was a 3-leg course, so he went and sailed through the finish after his second lap. He was like, dude, what happened? And then he came down in that crash that we were talking about, the big old wipeout. It was him running into Alejandro's kite. He had to jump over his kite. So there they go. So Parlier is just in another stratosphere. Parlier's gone spherical. We're having some mechanical issues on the boat, so sorry I got a little distracted. We got Parlier up at the top right. Bridge is coming over on the left. Lachese right behind him in the orange kite. Florian Triddle on the blue with the Spanish flag. And Tony Vodasek just tacking now on onto that port tack on the left-hand side with the red kite. So I think I just saw, and I got a little bobbled up on this deal where I think that Landauer is a little back in this race, and it might be Taggart on that blue kite up in the front. Those two guys kind of look alike in posture and whatnot. Bex is laughing right now. Anyway, this has been a good day of racing. We can't be happier. Back here in Rockingham, things are normal. It's epic. This is a beautiful place to sail. If you get a chance, like I was saying, Ollie Bridge and his family spent quite a bit of time here last year during the Australian summer. And about this time of year, they all came down. They spent like a month and a half. And if you're looking for a kite destination to spend about a month and a half or two or longer, book this place because the breeze is on. They have a freestyle spot. They have an epic foiling spot. I mean, this is probably the best foiling venue I've ever seen. I mean, it's just flat water, open bay. You want to learn how to foil, this is your spot. Book your tickets now. Perth 2017 in Rockingham. I bet there'll be a big regatta here. Hint, hint. Anyway, these sailors just wrapping up their day, ripping into the finish line. We thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it at the cruising club and on the beach. You listeners at home and the viewers on YouTube, thanks for joining us. Tune in, slap a like over on those Facebook and Twitter and Instagram accounts. Follow us. We'll be in a neighborhood near you very soon. This is the Hydrofoil Pro Tour signing off. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.